Hello, students. I am going to record this. I'm recording my screen, my desktop, so I can show you how to do something. And I've been working on this for about almost 4 hours now. So hopefully this time I'll get it right. And, before I even start, it really has to do with patience and perseverance. So if you find yourself spending a lot of time doing something that you've never done before, don't be discouraged because that's what you got to do. But as we move through the course, we'll be able to do things almost like second nature. So with that said, here we go. So we're going to talk about submitting to Schoology. Glasses on because I can't see without them. All right, here we go. So here is my Google Chrome browser. And in this, I am your teacher. So in other words, I'm looking at it from the perspective of me as the teacher. And I've created an assignment. And it's over here on my browser. Over here is one of my students. And in this case, the student is my younger self. Here she is. And that's actually a picture of me when I was 16 and I was in London and I had a perm and I thought I was pretty cool because I was, and you are too. All right, so I'm going to go to my courses and there's the course for art, VAD 1 or VAD 2. They're both doing the same kind of steps to submit. Now, here we have virtual space setup. I don't know if I'm going to change that, but you'll have your assignment there. Now, look at all the revisions I've done. There's 8. Here's going to be number 9, and I hope number 9 is the charm. Here we go. So I hit submit. Now I want to click on resources, and in this column, I want to click apps. Okay, so we're going to be working with the Google Drive resource app, and many of you may already be familiar with this, so just be patient. I'm going to click on that, but sometimes when I first start working with something, I have to first approve the authorization. In this case, I've already done that step for the Google Drive resource app, so I don't have to do it again. Okay, once here, we're going to add resource. The first thing I want to do is add a folder to contain all of your Google Docs that you'll create for the entire semester. So we're going to add folder. Now, I'd like you to get in the habit of titling each new document with your name, art, period, cohort. That way there's no question that it's yours. Okay, so your name, art, period, cohort. So for this practice one, I'm just going to put a little star in case there's any. This is for me, so I can find it quickly, but you don't need to do that, okay? So submit. Now, I want to open that folder, and rather than going through the entire list of content here, which I have tons of stuff, and I imagine you do too, I'm going to go ahead and narrow using this little searcher, and there it is. Okay, now here is where I'm going to add resource. So we're going to be creating a Google document. And here, once again, I'd like you to begin by putting your name, art, period, number, cohort, and you might even identify this document by what it's about. So we're going to call this one Home Space. Please feel free to title your work with anything that you think sounds, good to you. It could be home space, it could be studio at home, it could be where I create. Those are some ideas, but feel free to be creative in your title. The only thing I don't want you to be creative with is this part that really is important. Now, we're going to hit submit, and there it is. So in order to now work in this document, I have to open it, and a new window pops up. So here I have the title I've already created. I'd like you to go ahead and select that and copy it so you can use the select tools. And it's going to take a little getting used to. There. Up here, edit, copy it's a little different on Chromebooks. I understand. I am going to center this. I'm not going to be so fussy about how you format it, but the title up here should resemble the title here. And I'm going to format this a little larger just because it looks nice and it's clear. All right, here's the fun part. Insert. We're going to take a picture, and I'm going to get ready, moving myself physically over to where I want to go. You see this camera? All right, put that on, and there I am again. So here's my little studio corner, my little workspace, my place where I have the most fun. I'm going to go ahead and try to position myself so that I can take a photograph using, and it might be a little tricky at first, so I might take a couple just to make sure I have the best angle. Let me try one from this way. Oh yeah, I like that one. Okay, so we don't need to worry about all the stuff there, but I'll talk about that momentarily. So practice using your camera. Now, I'm going to select and insert. Wow, I like it. So from here, I want to select the image, and I'm going to just take the corner and I'm going to make it even bigger. Another thing I might note is I can make the margin of my paper a little bit bigger if I want to, using that. And then I can even make my image bigger. This is a time when bigger is better because we want to see the work. Now, the last part of this assignment will be reflection. Reflection. Here is where I'd like you to write about what you did and thought, how, and why. So that's in essence how you're going to start reflecting about what you did, what you learned, what you thought, how, and why. So I am going to write, I learned that it takes time to learn new things, and sometimes that can be frustrating. However, I feel good. And I could go on and on and on. I can really think about what the experience was like, and I can write about it. I'm going to make that smaller. I'm also going to justify there we go. Boy, am I going overboard. All right, so now I'm done with it. Close. I'm going to select import, import file. Select, import, import file. And once I do that, here we go. It's doing its little thing. And there we have it. Now, just to make sure it looks good and it came through, I'm going to click on revision 9. And it's loading. There it is. There's my beautiful work. So that's my student browser side. As I said, that's me. The younger me has done the assignment. Now I'm going to switch back over to the teacher side and confirm, obviously. Oops, I just clicked on that. I don't want that. Going back to the teacher side, click on the student. Everything's there. It's on time. And voila. Beautiful. Thanks so much. I can't wait to see what you do.